Okay, here we're looking at Math 126, OE1 2.3, number 4. So it says manufacturing companies usually have two types of costs. Fixed costs, sometimes called overhead, are the costs that are not related to the number of items manufactured. Fixed costs include things like rent, a base level of utilities, because your utilities will go up as you start making things. So if you weren't making things, what that base level is, and a base level of salaries. You might have management there, not the people actually doing the work to build the items, and must be paid even if the company does not make any products. Variable costs depend on the number of items manufactured. Variable costs include things like parts and raw materials for the products, higher utilities, and higher salaries. As a manufacturing company increases the number of items it produces, the fixed costs do not change, but the variable costs do. So, and this is an example where they're making bikes. So if they don't make any bikes, there's a fixed cost. But if they make 5 bikes, there's a certain variable cost. If they make 100 bikes, there's a bigger variable cost. So that's the part that varies versus fixed. So the monthly fixed costs are $39.55. Think of that as the intercept on the graph. The total cost to manufacture 28 bikes is $23,415. So we want to find the cost per bike, and that's actually the question C as well. So if you take that 23.4, I can't read that because it's too close to the line. 23,415 and subtract off that 39.55, we get, so that we're taking the total cost for 28 bikes, subtracting off the fixed cost, and we're down to 19,460. So that's the total of the variable cost. So we take that 19,460 and divide that by the 28 bikes to get the variable cost per bike, and we get 695. So now we have a cost function that we can work with. The cost function for X number of bikes is a base cost of $39.55 plus $695 times X. Okay. So there's your answer to A. Answer to B, it uses function. C of 49 is $39.55 plus $695 times 49. And for that, I get $38,010. Oops, I wrote it wrong. $10. And then for the cost to produce each bike, well, that was that thing we found earlier, the $695. This was B, this is A, no, I'm sorry. This is A, this is B, and C, that's $695 per bike. You think they would have asked that as A, by the way, but whatever. Okay, I hope that helps.